Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I am going to share with you a recipe of one of my favorite types of bread. Today we are going to make quick keto cornbread. Now, of course, since this is a keto recipe, we of course do not have any actual corn or cornmeal of any kind in there, but trust me, this is still delicious and going to satisfy your cornbread craving. And if you want a printable version of this, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So, while we do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Line an 8 by 8 inch cake pan with parchment paper and allow the paper to overhang on the sides just a little bit so that once your cornbread is done baking, you can easily remove it from the pan. In a large mixing bowl, combine 120 grams or around 1 cup of coconut flour, 15 grams or around 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 gram or around 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 61 grams or around 1/3 cup of the brown sugar sweetener of your choice, or if you prefer granulated sweetener instead of brown sugar sweetener, you can use a granulated sweetener of your choice. I'm using brown monk fruit sweetener. Again, you can use whatever sweetener you want. You can also adjust this more or less depending on how sweet you want your cornbread. Sift all the dry ingredients all together until everything is fully combined and you have no lumps in your dry ingredients. Add 4 large room temperature eggs. Make sure they are room temperature so they stir in more smooth. Stir the eggs into the dry ingredients until everything is fully combined and all the dry ingredients have been moistened with the eggs. Add a 1/2 cup of butter that's been melted and cooled. Make sure it is cooled before you put it in there. You don't want to put in hot butter. Stir the butter in until everything is fully combined and smooth. Add 120 grams or around a 1/2 cup of room temperature plain yogurt or sour cream. Again, make sure it is room temperature so it stirs in better and you have a smoother dough, which makes for a lighter bread. Stir the yogurt into the ingredients until everything is fully combined and you have a smooth, moist dough that has formed. Add 14 grams or around 1 tablespoon of corn extract or cornbread flavoring. You can adjust this more or less depending on how much of a corn flavor you want in your bread. Stir the extract in until it is fully combined with all the ingredients. Push the dough to the center of your bowl and shape it into a ball. Then massage the dough in your hands for about 2 minutes. This is just to help any extra moisture be absorbed with the coconut flour, and it also helps you test the texture of your dough. You should have a moist dough, but it should not be sticking to your hands. After you've massaged the dough for 2 minutes, form it back into a ball and place it into the center of your prepared cake pan. Use your fingers or the back of a measuring spoon and press the dough evenly throughout the cake pan. Make sure you keep it as even as possible so that you have an even cook in your bread. Place the bread into your preheated oven and bake at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes or until the bread is lightly golden on top and a tester comes out clean. Once the bread is done baking, remove it from the oven. It still will be soft, but it will firm up as it cools. So allow it to cool in the pan for at least 30 minutes or until it's firm enough to remove from the pan without it crumbling on you. Once the bread has sat for 30 minutes and has firmed up a little bit, grasp the overhanging parchment paper And gently lift the bread out of the pan and transfer it to a wire rack so it can cool completely. Make sure you are careful when you are lifting this out. The bread will still be a little bit warm, and gluten-free baked goods are always fragile when they are warm, so carefully lift it and put it on the wire rack. Also, make sure you cool it completely before cutting it. As I already mentioned, gluten-free baked goods are sensitive when they are warm. If you try to cut it when it is warm, you run the risk of your bread being crumbly and possibly falling apart a little bit. Once it's cooled completely, cut your desired size slice and place it on the serving platter of your choice. You can top it with some butter if you want to and eat it as a snack or as a side dish with my keto chili. It's great however you choose to eat it. If you do have any leftovers, store it in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 3 days. Eat and enjoy. In a small bowl, combine 1/4 cup of soft butter and 2 teaspoons of honey or the brown sugar sweetener of your choice. You can adjust this sweetener more or less depending on how sweet you want your butter. Use a fork and stir these together until they're fully combined and smooth. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and an 1/8 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and again you can change or adjust these spices according to your taste. Use your fork again and stir everything all together until it is fully combined and you have a smooth, sweet butter. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.